You are about to hear an unbelievable story, one that is rewriting the rules of car ownership in America. I'm talking about a major rental company that just offered a 2024 Cadillac Escalade Platinum with barely over 8,000 miles for a price tag of only $12,000. Think about that. A vehicle that sold new for nearly $90,000 just 18 months ago is being sold at an 86% discount. This isn't just a clearance sale. This is an automotive liquidation driven by pure corporate panic. They are literally shedding $80,000 BMWs for $15,000, dumping electric luxury vehicles, and offloading premium SUVs for less than a used Honda Civic. This isn't a mistake. It's the biggest fire sale in history, and it's happening because one of the largest companies in the world is drowning. Enterprise Holdings, the giant that controls over 2 million vehicles globally, is now sinking under a crushing load of $47 billion in corporate debt. Their entire business model, built on the steady revenue of business travel, was torpedoed when the pandemic hit. And that crucial segment of corporate rentals has permanently collapsed by 60%. The company that once owned the airport rental counter is now desperately trying to convert assets into cash, liquidating their massive fleet at prices that violently defy every law of automotive economics. The consensus is that Enterprise is too big to fail, but I have seen financial documents that reveal a company in a state of complete, unmanageable meltdown. They are being crushed by the massive floor plan financing costs on vehicles that sit idle, racking up loan payments that could trigger bankruptcy proceedings within months. What is being uncovered at Enterprise's secretive liquidation centers is going to change the way you think about buying a car forever. We're talking about deals so unbelievably deep that you could drive these vehicles for 3 years straight and still sell them for a profit, getting paid to drive a luxury car. But to truly understand the scale of this desperation, we have to look closer at the deal that first exposed the hidden collapse. Last Tuesday, I walked into an Enterprise car sales location expecting the usual dregs of the rental world, high-mileage sedans with questionable pasts. What I found instead was that practically new 2024 Cadillac Escalade Platinum sitting there, looking pristine, with a sticker price that made my brain freeze. $12,000. This was the top-tier trim, fully loaded with massaging seats, premium leather, and the advanced tech package. The original MSRP was nearly $90,000, making that an 86% discount. That should be impossible. To put the opportunity into sharp focus, you could buy this Cadillac right now, drive it across the street, and instantly sell it to a used car wholesaler for $35,000, a $23,000 profit for a few hours' work. This isn't just a bargain, it's an arbitrage opportunity created by corporate folly. Take Michael Torres, a tech executive in Austin who was shopping for a basic used Honda Pilot on a $25,000 budget. When the manager showed him the Escalade, he thought it was a trick. Now he is driving a nearly new luxury SUV with a monthly payment of just $218. But here is the shocking truth about this single transaction. Enterprise is losing an estimated $77,000 on every single Escalade they liquidate at this price. The sales staff confessed they aren't even trying to make a profit. They are just trying to generate immediate precious cash flow to service their overwhelming debt. Every day these luxury vehicles sit on the lot, the company pays a carrying cost of over $200 per vehicle. The Escalade was in immaculate condition, showing regular maintenance and zero accident history. This was a pampered luxury asset, not a beaten rental mule, and its price tag is the most blatant sign of Enterprise's impending doom. This isn't calculated pricing, it's a desperate financial maneuver by a company that values immediate cash more than the actual value of its assets. But that Escalade was just the beginning of the nightmare they are facing, because the sedan market is suffering an even more brutal end. The collapse of the luxury sedan market is a story of vanished customers. Think about the most prestigious vehicles: the BMW 7 Series, the Mercedes S-Class, the Audi A8. These $100,000 flagships are being offloaded at truly insane 80% to 90% discounts. The reason is brutally simple. The executive who once rented a premium sedan for a business trip has simply vanished, choosing instead to use a cheap economy car or a ride-sharing app. Corporate travel budgets were slashed and never restored. Now, Enterprise is stuck with millions of dollars in highly specialized, technologically complex luxury sedans that no one wants to rent. For buyers, the opportunity is stunning. A Mercedes GLS 450, originally $85,000, is being liquidated for $11,500. It's a $70,000 plus discount on what is essentially the S-Class of SUVs. Robert Martinez, a contractor, replaced his totaled work truck with the GLS 450 because it cost less than a used F-150 and offered more luxury than he ever imagined. The Audi Q8, a $78,000 technology showcase with a virtual cockpit, is selling for $13,800. Jennifer Walsh, a Denver real estate agent, says the Q8 projects success to her clients, who have no idea she paid less for it than they did for their used Camry. The common thread is consistent across the fleet. These vehicles are nearly new, have low mileage, and are being sold at a loss because Enterprise cannot afford to keep them on the books. But if you think the discounts on gas-powered luxury cars are steep, wait until you see the cataclysm unfolding in their electric vehicle division. The 2024 Tesla Model Y is perhaps the clearest symbol of Enterprise's massive, expensive miscalculation. Originally priced at $58,000, this autopilot-equipped electric SUV with only 15,000 miles is now being sold for an unbelievable $8,500. That's an 85% discount, making premium EV driving instantly accessible. Enterprise banked billions on an EV future that their customers rejected. Renters feared range anxiety, didn't understand the charging technology, and simply avoided the fleet. Now, those billions are sitting idle, forcing them into a desperate, massive liquidation. The 300-mile range Ford Mustang Mach-E is seeing an even steeper fall, from $52,000 down to $6,900. We're seeing similar drops on the Chevrolet Bolt EUV, the Hyundai Ioniq 5, and even flagship luxury EVs like the $85,000 BMW iX, now selling for $12,000. These are not old, worn-out cars. They are low-mileage tech marvels, many of which still carry their crucial factory battery warranties. For a buyer like James Wilson, a Dallas engineer, grabbing a Model Y for the price of a used gas sedan means he is saving $300 a month on fuel alone, while driving a vehicle that is instantly updated over the air. Enterprise's entire EV strategy collided violently with market reality, leaving a colossal wreckage of inventory that can only be cleared at extreme prices. Now you have to ask, how are the biggest and most practical family vehicles holding up in this fire sale? The story of the full-size SUVs and trucks is one of completely changing family dynamics. Enterprise loaded up on massive, expensive inventory like the 2024 Chevrolet Tahoe, a $58,000 eight-seater vehicle. That Tahoe, with just 18,000 miles, is now listed for a devastatingly low $8,900. The family vacation dynamic has shifted. Large families are either flying or vacationing closer to home, leaving these expensive, high-capacity vehicles sitting idle, racking up costs. The $62,000 Ford Expedition is down to $7,400, offering full-size luxury and capability for almost nothing. Even the upscale utility vehicles like the $75,000 GMC Yukon Denali are being offloaded for $10,200, blending workhorse utility with premium refinement at an impossible price point. The liquidation extends to pickup trucks as well, with F-150s, originally $52,000, listing for a ridiculous $7,200. Enterprise simply overestimated the rental demand for these high-capacity, costly assets. Now, the biggest mistake in their fleet is the biggest windfall for families and contractors. These vehicles are generally well-maintained, financing is surprisingly easy due to the low prices, and the monthly payments are often lower than a basic economy car lease. This mass liquidation proves that Enterprise's underlying rental assumptions have collapsed. But to fully capitalize on this disaster, you need to know exactly how to navigate the system before these doors slam shut. If you want to win this game, you must understand where the deals truly are. At the Enterprise Car Sales Liquidation Centers, operating separately from the regular rental return lots. These centers are built to move inventory fast, prioritizing speed and cash flow over profit margin. The single most crucial rule is speed. The best deals are listed online and can vanish within hours, sometimes even minutes. You need to have your ducks in a row. Get pre-approved for financing from your credit union before you even start shopping. This gives you immediate leverage and the ability to close the deal instantly when the right vehicle appears. While Enterprise accepts financing, being a cash buyer is the ultimate power move, as they value immediate capital above all else and may offer a deeper discount. You should focus on interior wear and subtle signs of bodywork, but be reassured by the extensive maintenance records and the remaining factory warranty coverage on most of these cars. Remember, the staff has limited flexibility, but they are under immense pressure for fast turnover. Time your purchase toward the end of the month or the end of the quarter, when that financial pressure is at its absolute highest. Enterprise cares more about clearing its inventory than maximizing profit on any single vehicle.